4, or excuse me, number 3, do not break the laws of the land you're tuning in from wherever it is that you are. The reason why I say that is because, wherever it is that you are, those laws may be in place to help protect you, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. So do not break those laws. Number 4, this is for adults. That means you're responsible as an adult for your own actions. Number 5, I am here and I'm ready to serve. Welcome to the master's table. I'm going to treat you as a master, or a person that wants to learn at the level of a master. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who I am. And, I'm here to help everybody else also grow into the higher version of themselves, right? Now, y'all see me with my shirt open and things of that nature because I'm advertising for my business, okay? You know what I'm saying? I am a walking advertisement for the things in which I believe in. I'm a living philosopher, meaning every single day I do live on the daily process. Every single day I do dedicate myself, right, to a certain way of life every single day. And everything that I do, everything I'm connected into at this point in time is somehow integrated into my life, right? And I'm saying that for you to know and understand that there's a reason why your life is playing out the way that it's playing out. And the reason why I say every man needs a business is because every man is capable of providing some kind of service. You get what I'm saying? That's the foundation of a business is to be of service, right? And you may be like, Master myself, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because you maybe you aren't familiar with me as a business or an entrepreneur. You get what I'm saying? But everything that I've wanted to do, you get what I'm saying, when it comes to delivering value for this world, I've been wanting to do it under the responsibility, because that's how I see it is, right? But me wanting to exchange with people this insight, if you will, that I have into business, just because I've taken a few steps that have led me to be in a better position. You get what I'm saying? So I can consciously have conversations about business. I can consciously know and understand. Okay, a man that is backed by a business, you have another level of protection. You understand me? When it comes to finances, when it comes to the legal work of running a business, right? Of providing some kind of service for somebody. So I say that every man needs a business because that's the way that you can begin to exchange with life, deliver value, right, to somebody. Like I truly want to be around individuals who know that it's necessary for you to deliver your value, right, to the outside world. It's necessary for you to start to express what it is that you have to give to the world, whatever that is. Somebody somewhere needs to hear that. You need to know and understand that you have a gift within you, and that gift is meant to come from within you because it's a gift and it was not meant for just you. Yes, you get to be a benefactor of others. But what you need to know and understand is that you have an opportunity right here, right now, to begin to create your life differently. Why? Because you can choose to every single day deliver some kind of service, some kind of value for somebody else. You can give insight to somebody and be like, you know what? I learned that you shouldn't walk. Like if you're walking down a sidewalk and you end up getting attacked by a dog, you may tell somebody else, right? And that attack by a dog wasn't a good attack. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the dog comes up to you and just smells you and licks you. No, it was an attack where the dog was trying to bite you, things of that nature, right? If that was the case, and you walk down that sidewalk and you saw somebody else walking down that sidewalk that you've never walked down before, I mean, you've never seen them walk down there before, you may yell out the window, hey, watch out, there's a dog over there, right? So you're giving insight to somebody else and you're letting them know, hey, you may want to pay attention when you're walking on this path, right? So when I say that every man needs a business, let's slow it down a little bit. Let's just understand what it is that I'm really saying. Well, you need to be in service. You need to have some kind of value that people can come to you for. Why? Why do you need that? Because if you're not in business, you get what I'm saying? You are not in exchange with other individuals in the manner of delivering them the value that you're capable of. You get what I'm saying? Like I say every man needs a business, period, right? Because every man is capable of delivering value. Even if you are working, right, with somebody else to help them build their dream, help them to build their business, whatever the case may be, you as a man, hear me clearly on this. You as a man should take a different level of responsibility in life and don't understand that you have an opportunity to deliver the things in which you've learned in life thus far to somebody else. So if you've gone through a breakup, if you've gone through financial hardship and you made it out, if you've gone through drug abuse to some sort, right, and you made it out of there, now you have so much value to be able to contribute to somebody else, and you have no idea how much value you can contribute to somebody else other than the value that you've already contributed to somebody else, right? You maybe have given somebody insight, like, hey, bro, when you do start a business, you might want to start to, consider the way that you name the business, for example. Like I can tell you right now, when it comes to you starting a business, it's necessary that you do not name the business of the name of the business, right? Having to do anything with the service in particular, like not, you don't want it to be so specific that you limit yourself to one area or field when it comes to, filing for the business name. I know there's a process of how to get to the point where you're even filing the business name, right? But first and foremost, before we go into the mindset of an entrepreneur, I just want you to know and understand that you have an opportunity to analyze, okay, what are the values that I truly want to deliver in exchange with somebody? Like, this is a question I'm recently, like just today, literally hours ago, not even hours ago, probably 1 hour ago, I started to jot down, right, the specific value that I'm delivering for other people. And that value is simply accountability. So I'm conscious of that for myself because I've been holding myself accountable for quite some time. You understand me? And I know when I'm off of my process. I know when I'm on my process. You understand me? I know what holding myself accountable to a goal is. I've had several goals in my life, and I've overachieved those goals. You understand me? One of my goals was, the 90 days of semen retention. I overachieved that. You understand me? And while still participating and being able to handle and enjoy women. You know what I'm saying? Like I did not cease in my sexual expansion during that time. No, my expansion was continuously growing over that time. You understand me? The way that I correlate to the female, so on and so forth, has began to change. But that is a result of me being conscious of what I do with my energy and so on and so forth, right? That's a whole separate conversation. But it does, believe it or not, everything is connected. Everything correlates right to business or life and success and so on and so forth. Like these are steps that you can begin to take from your path. Wherever you are, you locate where you are, and you understand, okay, that's where I am. So you start accepting and knowing and understanding that this is where you are, but you got to know and understand that you are designed to become so much more. There's an infinite world within you, and you have to show yourself what it is that you are focusing on a consistent basis. You have to be conscious and clear on the direction that you're moving in life. So one way to constantly orient yourself on a regular basis is to be conscious of the business that you are creating. When I say business, let's just exchange the word business for service. Every man needs to have some kind of service. So every man needs to serve. Otherwise, you're out of alignment with one of the universal laws, you get what I'm saying, which is the law of exchange. What are you giving in return for what it is that you want? What is it that you are delivering for other people? Why are you of value? Do people feel good because they're around you? Do people live better because you are around? Is there anything that people enjoy about you? What is that? Let's dive deep there. Let's hold that as the foundation of everything that we do moving forward, because you have a value that nobody is going to tell you that you have except for you. You have to recognize it. In the moment that you recognize, okay, this is a trait that I can say that I can hold myself accountable for, I can say for sure, like every single day, I'm willing to dedicate my time and energy to this thing that I love to do. What's the thing that I'm loving to do right now is go live on a consistent basis. I go live every single day. Every single day for the last 5 months of my experience, I've been live. I've been streaming every single day. Somebody see my face. I've been putting myself out there, so on and so forth. Now, that's one avenue which I love to grow through. You get what I'm saying? Because at some point in time, it was just uncomfortable for me to be on camera. It was like, damn, there's somebody watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I didn't know. There was so many different limiting beliefs, and my mind was playing with me, if you will. You get what I'm saying? But I no longer succumb to that because I do it on a consistent basis. So every single day I'm live. Every single day I'm changing and evolving every single day. I'm growing. What's up, Jeff? Every single day, I change and decide how I change on a consistent basis, right? So once again, I say every man needs a business because every man needs to have some kind of service. Every single man needs to be in the law of exchange with life. You know, you got to be willing to exchange with life to know what it is that you can do, right? In your life when it comes to, bridging the gap from where you are to where you want to be, what it is that you want to create in this world, right? What kind of service do you want to deliver? What kind of products do you want to deliver? What kind of value are you really delivering to somebody else? That's what it is that we're talking about here, because that's the foundation of everything in which we do, right? When it comes to delivering value to somebody else, it's you're ultimately delivering some kind of service. That's what it means to have a business. So I say every man needs a business because every man needs to be in some kind of service, some kind of exchange with life. Without that, you're lost in the sauce. You understand me? I say that because you truly that shit sounded hilarious too. I said lost in the sauce, I said that white as hell. For real though, you're legitimately lost in the sauce. Like you're just not gonna catch up because you are missing the fact that you have to have, like, in order to get something out of life, in order to do what it is that you want to do, you got to be willing to grow. You get what I'm saying? And the way that you grow is by going into the unknown. It's unknown like crazy, right? When I'm doing business and I'm handling transactions and I'm interacting with my world and so on and so forth. There's a lot of room for these unknowns. You know what I'm saying? Where you literally playing on the edge, and you're like, man, I don't know what it is I can do. But the more that I dive deep into it, what's up, Mimi? What's going on? You tapping in? The more that I go into what it is that I'm doing at this point in time, delivering value, delivering service, and so on and so forth, the deeper I see that the need for this, like I see how valuable I am for my own process. Like when I say how valuable, I mean like the daily accountability that I hold myself to, right? Like to get up and go work on myself first and foremost before I do anything else every single day. That's a different level of dedication. And I say that because that's the kind of dedication that you need to be able to apply that to the business, right? Once again, if you're applying that to business, if you're applying that to the services that you are delivering in this world, then there's no limits. There's no limitations as to what it is you can deliver for this world. Like that's where the exponential growth is. You get what I'm saying? Now, I talked about this, I think, in the episode before, but there's 4 levels of value, right? When it comes to delivering value and exchanging value with this world, right? The 4 levels of value that God essentially implemented, right, in order for there to be a grade and a chain in terms of financial success, and when it comes to even relationship sex, that's funny, relationship success. The success that we're all after, there's steps basically on how to get there, right? But the 4 levels of value are these: implementation, unification, communication, and imagination. Those 4 elements of success are the aspects. I got that directly from Myron Golden. I've been studying Myron Golden recently. But those 4, values, if you will, are how we are accounted for when it comes to the value that we are exchanging within life. And I'll tell you what I mean. The way that we are earning, if you will, the way that we are receiving, DJ side effects in the house, a little better. The way that we are exchanging with life at this point in time, it's very delicate to know and understand that the level of income that we are receiving at this point in time is based on the level of value that we can find ourselves at, right? So at the first level is implementation, right? So there's people that exchange the force, yes sir, Os. There's people that exchange the force of labor, which is what we call work, right? They call it work because it's labor. It's actually, you're supposed to be exchanging a physical resource of yours times the element of time, which is also a limited resource. So we don't have a forever amount of energy to go forever doing physical activities, if you will, right? In order to warrant money or income, right? So that's just essentially, it's just not the path to wealth. Like if you are stuck in the mentality that you need a job to be successful, then you don't know, what I'm saying, these levels of value. So that's why we're going over right now. You don't need a job. You can be the innovator and the creator, so on and so forth. But we're going to that. So that's the first level, is the implementer, right? The level of implementation, the people that exchange their physical time with their physical resource or their physical labor. That's the first level of earning. You get what I'm saying? The second level of earning is what we call unification, right? So unification is what? Is where you become the role of a manager of some sort, right? You are now on a consistent basis in charge of delegating these tasks and so on and so forth, right, to somebody else. These are that's a different level of exchange. It's a different level of value, if you will, right? So now, I've been in that role many times before, where I'm leading others in the tasks that need to get done. I'm leading others in, the conversations that are being had and the direction in which we're moving, right? However, at that point in time, I'm still being, told or informed as to, what direction it is that I'm moving in life, right? The next level, so that's like income wise, the limitation on that is probably like 80 grand, you know what I'm saying? Or no, excuse me. Let's say about 100 grand, you know what I'm saying, in total, right? On that's cap of income right there. And then on the lower level, the most that you're gonna earn, essentially exchanging your time and energy on a consistent basis. Uh-oh, my light went out. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Oh, they playing with me. Stop playing with me. It's playing with me. So yeah, the lower level is the level of implementation once again. So that's the first, that's beginning level, right? The level of implementation. So those are the people that are doing the physical exchange when it comes to labor, and that's essentially what everybody's been cultured to do. Like what I've been cultured to do, what you've been cultured to do. We all were told that we were supposed to go to work and essentially earn income that way, right? The next level, once again, is a managerial level, right? So where you're now delegating, telling others what to do at the level that you used to be at, right? But now you've grown past that, and now you're operating at a different level. Classy, sexy images, salute, salute. He's a great man to connect with, when it comes to photography and videography and things of that nature. So, that's the second level. You get what I'm saying? Now, the level that we want to begin to operate at in order to expand our wealth or realm of knowledge in terms of what it is that we can welcome in our experience when it comes to business or exchanging value, really is ultimately what we're getting at. The way that you're going to do that is by focusing on the third level, right? Because it's the integration of the third level and the fourth level, right, of value that people essentially can exchange with you on that level and respect you on that level. So the third level of value can be simply summed up as communication, right? And I'm one to communicate or over communicate sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But the level of communication when it comes to delivering value, if you have a means to be able to deliver some kind of message, like right now, I'm sitting here telling y'all about the 4 levels of value, which I understand about business. That's a different level of exchange in life. You get what I'm saying? If you have the ability to communicate, what that also comes across in musicians or artists, if you will, like that can sing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so lyricists, if you will, rappers. You know what I'm saying? Actors and things of that nature. People that are communicating, putting out some kind of art or artistic expression in life. That's how they're getting more or exchanging more value with life, right? So that's the third level. And then the fourth level is imagination. Now, this is a level that is reserved for the men that are the most successful in life. And that's what I am intending to speak on. At the ultimate level, I know and understand that every single day is a opportunity for me to continue to change and transform my own imagination daily. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm constantly in control of the thing that I can call my imagination. And ultimately, every single person on this earth has the means to be able to be in control of their own imagination, right? To be able to utilize their higher faculty, right? Which is a faculty of the mind. What is a higher faculty? It's a higher functioning process that you have that every other species on this planet does not have, right? So just know and understand that. Like, you are a conscious being, and you have an ability to change your reality based off of the way that you utilize these 4 levels of value, which we just went over again, right? So I'll go over them again one more time, because I'm finding out a better way to talk about it, in a fluent manner. I ain't really spoken on it I did it like twice before, you know what I'm saying? And it was a different explanation every time. But the truth of the fact is that the first level, right, of exchanging value in this world, which is what a business is. I say every man needs a business because every man needs to know and understand what it's like to provide some kind of service for this world, to be an exchange in this world, to be able to deliver value on a consistent basis to whoever it is that is looking to receive that value. You get what I'm saying? So once again, so the first level is implementation. That's when people, which we all, once again, we've all been in experience of exchanging our time for money. They tell us that time is money. That's just ultimately not true. At the end of the day, our money is way more valuable than our time. Our time is way more valuable than our money. You get what I'm saying? Like if you had, $1 million that was given to you today, and they told you that you had to die tomorrow, would you take the $1 million and still know that you had to die tomorrow because you got the $1 million? Or would you choose to live right beyond tomorrow? Well, the obvious answer for people that are enjoying life is going to be that you want to live, right? So you're going to choose to expend your time consciously instead of just getting the money and then having one day to not spend that money, not to enjoy that money. That's what the purpose of money is, it's meant for you to enjoy some kind of experience in life, right? So that's the first level. So once again, those who exchange with life, right, on the level of a physical, from a standpoint of utilizing your physical resources, which requires you to be there, in the same exchange that you are exchanging your time for money. That's the first level of value, and that's the most basic level. That's the level that most people stay at. We want to graduate to the next level at minimum, in order to know and understand what it is that we're capable of as entrepreneurs, right, in this world. You get what I'm saying? So as you move up in exchange of value, the next level is what? The next level is, the first level is implementation. The second level is you being at a managerial level. I forget what the second, unification, excuse me. Unifications is the second level of value. You get what I'm saying? So the first level is implementation. The second level is unification. Unification is obviously unifying, your team, right? Leading a team, being in a management position of some sort. You're now exchanging at a higher level, but once again, you're still, taking orders from somebody else. The level that you begin to, take your life into your own hands, if you will, is the third level, which is the level of communication, once again. So the level of communication is how you essentially communicate with the world, right? How you deliver a message, how you are expressing your art, whatever that may be. It could be, maybe somebody's not even talking necessarily, but they are playing an instrument, right? Maybe they're just an amazing dancer, right? So they find a way to express themselves that way. Any form of expression, I learned this quite some time ago, but any form of expression, if you will, can be considered art. You get what I'm saying? Because you're communicating something. That's the reason why we understand each other, is because we've learned how to communicate. We learned how to, say something and agree on this, this unified word, if you will, like the color blue, for example. The color blue is a color that we agree that, okay, when you see this is blue. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a conscious, understanding of that, right? A cooperation in terms of the mentality in which we use on a regular basis to understand, okay, this is that. So that's communication, right? And then the fourth level is imagination, right? So, it's amazing because my mentor, AZD, my mentor, my brother, my friend, AZD has always said that the two keys in this life that we need to be able to access anything that we want is communication and imagination. I never understood why he was saying that. But I understand that, communication goes hand in hand, because when it goes hand in hand with imagination, because your imagination is, for me, it's the highest faculty of mind, or the highest functioning process of the human mind that we could ever tap into. You get what I'm saying? Your imagination, there's no limitations inside of your mind. The only thing that you have that is completely yours, in my perception, is your imagination. Like that's where everything is created from. And the moment that you recognize that, you take a different level of responsibility once again, right? But understanding that you can imagine something like Steve Jobs did, like Henry Ford did, like Even some of the black greats. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say Marcus Garvey. Man, who am I thinking of? What's the Hannibal Barca, I believe is his name. He's a great general. You know what I'm saying? One of the top generals, black generals in the history of African American history, if you will. But anyways, some of the greatest men or some of the greatest leaders of our time have always utilized their imagination, and they've been able to deliver or change and transmute what their imagination was into some kind of physical form. I mean, like Nikola Tesla, for example, creator of free energy. Like, if you know anything about free energy, that's a whole nother world and a whole nother conversation that we would have to dive into. But just knowing and understanding, like, this is the seed of a successful business. This is the seed of somebody that's operating at the level of success that you are looking to exchange with life. And if you're not at this point in time conscious of what it is that you can exchange in life, I encourage you to tap in. Tap into the group in which we have, the mastermind group. I'm tapping with myself, you know what I'm saying? And I want to help you discover that, because everybody has something that's uniquely valuable to them, that is even more valuable to the world. The moment that the world knows that, okay, you've gone through this situation or circumstance, and you now have insights on how to move in life, or how to not do this, or let's say that you have insights on how to raise your credit. Let's say that you have insights on how to have a successful relationship. Let's say that you have insights on how to start a car. You know what I'm saying? You have insights on how to change a tire. Like, whatever it is that you have insights on, you can utilize those insights, because those insights come from where? They come from the inside. It's not a hard concept to understand. Your insights, the things that you can see from within, come from you, right? So that's your value. That's what you can put out to the world. So the moment that you start to put that out into the world, that's what we call you being a businessman, or you being an entrepreneur. You are now putting your service out, and you're doing something of service to somebody that actually needs what it is that you are providing, right? That's the next level of understanding when it comes to business. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at with it, man. I just wanted to give some insights and so on and so forth as to what it is I've seen and why every single man in this world truly needs business. You need to be in some kind of service. You need to be in some kind of exchange with life. You need to know and understand that this life is your responsibility, right? And you have people that are depending on you to make it. You know what I'm saying? So you have people that you can start to provide service for. You can start to truly tap in. You can deliver this value in whatever manner it is that you choose. But it's a conscious choice that you must make on a daily basis, right? And every single day, you're dedicating yourself to being of service to somebody when you have a business. You get what I'm saying? So I for 100% will back up the saying that you need to be in service, right? Because once again, I interchange the word business with service. You know what I'm saying? And service with business, it's the same thing. Business is that you're providing service for somebody that needs that service, right? Just like, for example, I myself, if somebody needed insights on, how to work out on a daily basis, you know what I'm saying? This is where it begins. You know what I'm saying? You start with dedicating yourself every single day to changing and transforming yourself on a regular basis, right? Phil's love the idea. I don't know what you mean, brother. Maybe it's a typo or something. But anyways, man, that's what it is, right? So that's why I say every single man needs a business, and I think it's vitally important that you continue to tap in and expand your reach in your world and see what it is you can deliver to this world. Because wherever it is that you are, whatever it is that you're doing on a daily basis, you have some kind of value to provide for somebody else. All right. So that's where we at with it, man. Salute to everybody tapping in. Hopefully this is valuable to you. You spent your time wisely here. He said, I feel the concept and I love your ideas. Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Likewise, man. I mean, I've seen you tapping in here, so definitely appreciate that. You can always join the Zoom as well, brother. The link is in the it should be, hopefully it's in my link tree, actually. I need to double check that. But it's the link for my mastermind where I send out the link every single Monday night. It's all available in Telegram. So feel free to tap in, but you're more than welcome. So at the end of this, what we always do, and I'm actually gonna get off of IG and we're gonna close out here for IMC TV. Yes, sir. I needed the passcode. Oh, okay. Dang. That's crazy. Man, I don't know where the passcode is. So I'm gonna work on that. I think I said that last cycle too. Somebody else said the same thing. So I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna make sure that I put the passcode in there as well when I send out the link moving forward. All right. So appreciate you tapping in. Let me know that as well. And you should still be able to join the group though. The group I changed from private to public. I didn't know that it was on private actually for a while. So I changed it to public, you know what I'm saying? So you can definitely tap in there and just let me know if the passcode's not working or anything like that. You can always tap in there as well. Yes, sir. Pleasure to have you on though, brother. Salute. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm wrapping up with today. That's what I was gonna say. I'm getting off of IG. So IG, y'all tap in with me. For the Daily Beast program, that's an every single day beasting program where I train a daily process, daily routine, and I do some challenges and things like that. Along the process when I'm working on building this and making this a really big thing that we can implement around the world into different gyms and things of that nature. Aside from that, you know what I'm saying? I'm live on YouTube every single day, so the link is in the bio. Y'all can definitely tap in with me there as well. And yeah, I'm here live on the Master's Table every single Monday night. You can count on me every single Monday night to be here and be tapped in. Obviously, if things change, I'll communicate that in my groups. You want to join the Celebrate group, things of that nature. At the end of this, we always do what I call the meditative moments, one of the most powerful moments, right? So actually, I'll keep IG on, you know what I'm saying, just for the sake of timing and things of that nature. And kind of just, with the spirit of giving more value since my brother's here. And you know what I'm saying, I had some other viewers on earlier, you know what I'm saying, who will watch later, most likely. This is what we call the meditative moment, right? So this is a moment in time where we take and essentially go inside of ourselves, learn to appreciate, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, sir. What's that? This is where we go inside of ourselves and we essentially just learn to enjoy our inner space, right? And that's the value in which we all have that ultimately nobody else can get access to. Nobody gets access into the world that's on the inside of you, right? So you have an ability to go within and enjoy this presence, enjoy this space, right? So this is what we call a meditative moment once again. So we're gonna take about 5 minutes here on my phone right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me see here. See. All right, 5 minutes. So we're gonna take about 5 minutes here. Essentially just tap in, and at the end of the 5 minutes, we will essentially go ahead and come back to our external world. All right. So at this point in time, I encourage everybody to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And let it out. Breathing in again through the nose. Really relaxing your body, your mind to the external and focusing on the internal, letting it out. Breathing in again through the nose. Relaxing even deeper. And breathing out. Take this time to enjoy your inner space where nobody else has access to. It's just you and you. Tap into the world within and enjoy your own presence. as we come to the remaining 30 seconds here for this meditation. Begin to wake yourself up from the inner space. Come back to the external world. Maybe wiggle your fingers, your toes. Before you open your eyes, take time to thank yourself for taking time to dedicate towards your own evolution. All right. Yes, sir. So this is, tapping in with Master myself at the Master's Table. We're here live every single Monday. Every single Monday, I want to give you insights on, my perspective in life. But also you can tap in with other brothers that also join us, so on and so forth. We have a worldwide mastermind, over hundreds of recordings and things of that nature. All right. But, truly take the time and opportunity that's available to you to tap in, essentially plug in and find out what it is that you can deliver in terms of value for the rest of this world. That's where your levels of exchange in life, how you can expand in terms of income, things of that nature, it's all going to be rooted on how you are exchanging life and what level of value you are delivering. All right. So it's the one only master myself. I'm tapping out, man. Appreciate you, everybody tapping in. And this has been the Master's Table with the one and only. And until next time, talk to y'all soon, man. Peace.